You guys, you never know who's gonna change your life, you know? And for me, it was a TSA agent I met recently. I was going through airport security, and something in my head touched off the machine, and this black woman with beautiful hair said, okay, I'm gonna have to pat you down right now. Now, I know you're getting nervous because the white girl is doing a black person voice, and you think it's racist. But let me explain something to you guys. Sometimes black people sound like this. Hello, I'd like some tea. Sometimes black people sound like this. Hi, I'm John, I'm here to sell you a mortgage. Sometimes black people sound like this, goo, 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 because that's a black baby. Now, this woman just happened to sound like this. And so I'm like, why are they patting my head? What happened? And then I remembered, oh, these are hair extensions. So I said, my hair is fake, it's sewn into my head. I don't have drugs smuggled in my head. And she went, get over here right now. Why, you white girls, I was coming in here screaming, it's my hair extensions, I know it's your weave. Now, I didn't even know as a white person I was allowed to call it a weave. It was so freeing when she said that to me. She said, when black women come in, we look at each other, we know what's going on, okay? Now, did you get that hair extension so it would look fake? Because it looked good. Let me tell you something. Your weave, your business. No one had ever given me advice like that. Not even my parents have talked to me that way. When I look back on it, I feel like I was raised by wolves, you know? And before I left, she said, let me just tell you one more thing. That weave is between you and God. And I was like, oh my God. So I would love that definitive proof that there's a God. You know, the atheists and the religious people are wrong. There is a God, but he is just making sure that women's hair extensions look real. And people are praying to him and he's overwhelmed. I can't stop the war. I just am here to tell women your weave, your business. So I was on this show 2 years ago telling jokes about how I was just married, and it's really, really good to be back. And I'm divorced now, though. Don't be sad. Divorce is just a legal term for no man has farted in my bed for 2 years. But actually, I went on a date right after I got divorced. I was like, I'm gonna be a cougar now, you know? I went out with I was 36 at the time, I went out with a 21-year-old. I will never do that again. I had to pick him up at the gas station because his car had run out of gas, because his bank had run out of money. And I took him back to my place, and I offered him some wine. And he said, when did you get the wine? And I didn't understand that question. I was thinking, does he mean what vintage year is this wine? And he said, no, we didn't stop at a 7-Eleven on the way home. When did you get the wine? And I was like, oh, sweetie, when you're a grown-up, you can just have wine waiting at the house. Sometimes you're so old and tired, you didn't even want to drink it. So it didn't work out between us because he was really cute and in a band and he had a lot of girlfriends. I found out on Facebook. I didn't have the internet when I was his age, and I really resent that. You know, when I was his age, it was a lot of work to find out if someone was cheating on you. You had to get dressed, get drunk, go to a party, and scream in his face, are you screwing other girls? So respect your elders, people. But here's the thing. Married people are the worst people in the world. Now, don't get offended. I know you're like, but I give to cats without whiskers every month, Jen. Individually, you're probably good people, but as a unit, you're awful. And I'm gonna apologize to all the single people here for how us married people treated you. You know what we did, married people? We went on a honeymoon with our spouses. We took pictures by the beach. Did we put those in a photo album because it's no one's business but our own? No, we turned it into a Christmas card. And we sent it to all you single people during the loneliest, most suicidal time of year. You're sitting on your couch thinking, maybe this is the year that someone will love me. You spill some eggnog on your cat's fur, you lick it off, no one's there to see it, who cares? All my friends now are married with kids, that's all I hang out with, and I was at my friend's house the other night and they were putting their toddler to bed and he was crying, I don't want to go to bed at 7:30 p.m. And when I saw that, I felt like crying because I was like, I would love to go to bed at 7:30 p.m. and have it be socially acceptable and not have people go, Jen, are you depressed? Why are you in bed? Get out there, you're divorced now. I have another friend who takes this class and they say, don't pick up your toddler when he's crying in the crib. And I kind of judge her for that. You know, she's trying to teach him independence. I'm like, he's 0 years old. He's not going to remember this lesson. You know, you don't need a class. My theory is, as long as you don't set your kid on fire, he'll be fine. But here's the thing. If I did have a kid, I would totally pick him up if he was crying. And I would put him in a car, and I would drive him to a corner, and I would say, you cry there. But I'm not a monster. I would circle back around the block, and if he's still there, I would take him home because it would be meant to be. Thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful night.